Desde Orlando, Florida.
Welcome from Florida. All right. Okay. So do me a favor, guys. Let's go ahead and make sure that you mute yourself. Make sure you mute yourself because you're in for a treat. That's one thing that I can assure you. The gentleman that I'm going to introduce here today is one of the sharpest people that I've ever met in my life. Okay. Not only that, he comes from what I believe is probably the very best school for direct sales and team building and leadership that has ever been created in the business world, right? Okay, made millions of dollars with Primerica. He went ahead and retired from Primerica. I'm going to let him tell his story. I'm not going to tell too much of his story. And he's been retired, living a good life, you know, just enjoying life and really doing, and did it at a very young age. I'm going to let him tell his story here shortly. And he saw power and he saw the power of what we've got. And he's coming out of retirement to build this. I have no doubt whatsoever that, and he's never sold solar before. And that's one of the things that he and I have in common. Before I got started with Power, I had never sold solar before. And a lot of people give me credit and congratulate me for the team and the success that we've been able to create for not only myself, but other people. But I believe that this gentleman here is going to go out there and dwarf what I have done, what our team, better yet, has done over the last year and a half. This guy is considered a legend in that company that he was with, which is a tremendous company, right? What they've done in North America has never been done by any other company. And so, you know, needless to say, this guy created that much success. And he went out there and he did it in a city in New York and in Florida, which in my opinion, I built in New York, and it's not easy to build in New York. So what he's done makes it that much more impressive. And then even his background before Primerica. So you guys are in for a treat. We're going to get into, it's not only a training, but it's also a business overview of the way he breaks it down systematically to where there's no question about it, you know, whether this business is for you or not, or whether there's a question that this is for you or not. So you guys are in for a treat. When I saw this last week, I said, bro, can you do this on Monday morning? And then he and I are going to start some opportunity webinars via Zoom every single week for recruiting. Okay, so we're going to take the recruiting up to another level. Okay, and then guess what? We're also going to do it in Spanish. So with that being said, guys, you guys are in for a treat. This is a good friend of mine now, a gentleman that I have a tremendous amount of respect for, somebody that I know is going to absolutely crush this business. It's going to be one of the biggest, fastest growing organizations in this company because he's done it before. And here's one thing I know about making money and building teams. It's like riding a bike. Once you know how to do it at a high level, you can do it anywhere. And so that's what this guy's going to do. So anyways, with that being said, I want to do a mic check. Mr. Ed Ayala, do we have you on here, please?
JC, how are you, buddy? How's everything? You hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine, my friend.
Good, perfect. Well, listen, I want to thank all of you for investing your time today because you're not wasting your time. I guarantee you. You are really, truly investing your time. I'm going to say this at the beginning that I've been looking at Power for 3 months. Some of you might say, well, damn, Ed, what takes you so long to make a decision if Power is so great? I'll tell you why. Because there are literally thousands of direct sales network marketing companies doing business today. And I get shown stuff just like Jason, right? We get shown stuff every month, some new deal. This is the best thing in the world. And so I'm very careful about what I get involved in. And so I got told about Power by a very good friend that knows the owner, Jonathan. And he said, look, these guys really got something here, Ed, because I know you're retired, you know, but I have not seen a platform, a compensation plan. And this guy's a business consultant to the direct sales industry. He says, look, Jonathan and his team have put something here really amazing. Just take a look. So when he mentioned solar, I said, look, I'm not into solar. I have no clue what solar is all about, but I did take a look because, and I got to tell you guys this, okay? I was blown away. As a matter of fact, I told JC, I didn't even believe it. I said, because I understand business really well, being in business 25 years, I said, you just can't run a profitable company with such tiny margins, right? So anyway, once JC broke it down, let me tell you something, I was blown away. I took 3 months. Why? Because prior to getting into direct sales, I was a New York City detective. I actually grew up in housing projects in Harlem. If you ever heard of Harlem, that's where I grew up. Took the NYPD exam. I didn't want to go to any college or university. I wasn't into studying, so I took the NYPD exam. And like a lot of you, I'm very competitive, very hardworking. So I rose through the ranks, became a Gold Shield detective, worked in narcotics for a bunch of years, did all the stuff you see on TV, you know, knocking down doors, work with the DEA, did all that fun stuff, a lot of adventure. I loved it. I really loved it. Until one day somebody calls me up and says, Ed, this is the magic words. You could probably write this down. You can probably write this down. You can probably write this down because it's so simple to recruit people. Watch. He was my next door neighbor. I hadn't seen him in years. He went to the military. He says, Ed, are you open to making some extra money? That was it. That's all he had to say, JC. He says, Ed, are you open to making some extra money? I said, yes. What do you think I said next? I said, what's it all about? He says, well, it's not something to be explained over the phone. We need to get together for about 30 minutes. What's good for you, Wednesday or Friday? He asked me a closing question, which, you know, you guys will, if you don't know that yet, you'll learn all that stuff later, right? But I said, yeah, Wednesday, let's get together, no problem. He did not try to recruit me over the phone. I know a lot of you try to do that because that's what I did when I was new. I tried to recruit everybody over the phone. You know, I didn't know any better, right? When I got started, it was brand new. So, but anyway, back up. He said to me, are you open to making extra money? I said, yeah, absolutely. Because why? I was a New York City detective making $50,000 a year, spending 60, okay? $16,000 in credit card debt. I mean, I needed to make extra cash, right? So I said, yeah, I'm interested. So when he sat down with me, showed me a little bit of Primerica. Did I understand insurance? No. Did I understand anything about investing money in mutual funds, all the stuff that Primerica does? I didn't understand any of that. What he did was he says, look, and I'm sure you're the kind of guy that wants to get all the information before you make a decision, aren't you? I said, yeah. He says, well, look, tomorrow night, Thursday in New Jersey, and I'm in New York. I had to go to New Jersey, another state, to go look at the opportunity meeting. I bring my brother with me. He's also a cop. And we, you know, we're both there with our 9mm guns. I'm thinking, you know, if this goes sideways, I'm gonna lock all these people up, right? Because I'm thinking it's gonna be a scam. If it's a scam, everybody's going. And I'm sitting in a room, JC. I remember because I counted them. There were 11 people, so 9 others besides me and my brother. And I'm finding it weird because every time they go, would you rather invest your money? You know, would you rather invest your money at 3% or 12%? Raise your hand. Everybody's raising their hands except me and my brother. But I quickly figured out these are like a bunch of actors or some, you know, some crap. They got to be actors, right? So I'm sitting there with my arms crossed. You ever been in a meeting where everybody's got their arms crossed and they are not like excited? They look like they're in pain. Me and my brother look like we're in a lot of pain, right? We're there, skeptical as can be. Well, let me tell you what happened. I didn't understand crap about insurance, investments, mortgages. I didn't understand anything. JC, what I understood was this. At the final part, on a whiteboard, by the way, there was no Zoom. There was no freaking, not even a screen projector. You know, it was a whiteboard, right? He drew a circle. And then under that circle, he drew 3 little sticks, right? With 3 more circles. And he said, if one of the people on your team write a life insurance sale, even though you weren't there, even though you didn't write it, you make $60. I said, what? So 3 people, if you got 3 people that do that in a week, that's an extra $180 in a week. My wheels started turning. I'm going, oh my God. He says, we get paid to help other people make money. Our job is to help others make money. We make money. JC, it was game over. It was game over. I mean, like, I don't smoke cigarettes, right? But I felt like, you know, I guess, you know, they show on TV, people have sex, they got to smoke a cigarette, right? It was like an orgasm. I was like, wow, are you serious? You mean to tell me that I can recruit other people? They make money, I make money. At the end of the meeting, I'll never forget, I asked, his name was Basil Morales. I go, Basil, he says, what questions you got? You know, people always got questions, right? Would you guys have loved this question? Here's my question. I said, how many people can I get into this business? That was my only question. He goes, as many as you want. As many as you want, Ed. I said, are you serious? He says, yeah, absolutely. So what did I do? You know, I went back to the precinct, to where I worked at the station house, and I just screwed it all up. Because I'm talking to all my buddies who are cops, They know I'm broke, a broke cop like them. So I'm talking about making millions of dollars in the insurance business, and I don't have a clue what I'm doing. But that'll be a future training about what not to say, okay? But the point is, I got excited about the overrides and the overrides, right? That's what I got excited about. And I'm just telling you guys and girls that you never know when there's a JC in a room or Mr. Brunasso or Ed Ayala. You have no idea. And that person says, oh my God, this is what I've been looking for my whole life. And then your life changes. You can write this down. You are one person away from changing your life.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you guys would have recruited JC, your life changes. You would have recruited Brunasso, your life changes, right? That's what we're talking about. So look, after the first year, but we will meet in person at some point, and we'll help you guys out. What I did, I want to say this, and then I want to get started, is the similarities between this and Primerica are, there are a lot of similarities, but then there's like some things that POWUR by far blows it away. And I'll tell you what it is. They're both direct sales. They're both about really training people and getting them proficient. Why? Because it's very high commissions, okay? However, I'll tell you this. The difference between POWUR and Primerica is, POWUR, you don't got to get a license. Primerica, you do. You got to get nowadays a total of 5 licenses, okay, to be able to get paid on their products. 5 licenses. I'm talking about you're spending months in school, money, and most people don't pass the test. Only 18% pass the test, by the way. I got my buddies, they're all $1 million earners in the company. And I tell them, have the numbers changed much? And they go, no, Ed, the numbers are still the damn same. 18, 20% of the people that take the test pass. So that means if they don't pass, they don't make no money. And if they don't make no money, you don't make no money. So it was horrible that every month you get 30, 40, 50 people that did not pass the test. And you got to be like dealing with all that, right? Negative stuff, right? Oh my God, I'm going to quit, right? Not at POWUR. There's no licensing here. That's such a blessing. Oh my God. Secondly, the commissions here. In Primerica, you've got to be a vice president to get the top contract to make $1,000 on a commission. If you come in as a rep, like a trainee, you only make about 200.
Wow.
And in POWUR, the day you sign up, you can make 3,500 average, right, to 7,000 once you become a mentor. That's just unbelievable. Again, I didn't believe that. I had to really dig and research it. So look, what I want to do is, I have, and also one thing JC didn't mention, but I'll just tell it quick because I want you guys to know, I know both sides of the business. Thankfully, I'm fortunate that after I sold my business in Primerica, I did start my own network marketing company. And I saw the corporate side, and I learned about, how you really build a company from scratch. And I can tell you guys this, okay? This company is being built right. Because what they've done is they built an infrastructure for the first few years, and now you see this is taking off. It's really taking off, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to prove to you in a few minutes that you are in the right place at the right time. You did not want to get into POWUR in 2014, 2015. I guarantee you, that's not when you want to get in. That's when the pioneers are taking all the bows and arrows. That's when all the crap is going on. Now the platform is perfect for you guys to become wealthy, not make some money. I'm talking true wealth. Okay. So what I want to do is, I think I'm good. Let's get this rolling, JC. If you want to give me controls.
You should be able to share your screen now, brother.
Okay, very good. So what I did was, this is the same information that you guys are used to seeing, just in a different format, okay? 100% compliant, because I understand compliance. You know what, I'm gonna just take my thing off here, because the light is hitting me in my eyes. I can see a little bit better. So, okay, great. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through this very quickly. You might want to take some notes, because you've seen this information, but you probably have not seen it positioned this way. That's all I'm saying. You haven't seen the position this format. So let me get rocking. Okay. 1 second. Okay, so basically, this is basically a money and business webinar. We're going to start doing this on a weekly basis, as JC said, which I'm very, very, very excited about, because if you got to work recruiting to build an organization, right? Because if you're just selling, think about it. I know the commissions are great. Ed, you don't understand. I make 14,000, 20,000 last month in commissions. Yes, but every single day, a salesperson wakes up broke. Write that down. Every single day, a salesperson wakes up broke. You're trying to find your next sale the next day. But when you build a distribution of solar technology consultants, and we're going to be worldwide, we're going to be international. So imagine you having, I want you to imagine yourself having thousands of people selling solar and electric vehicles all over the planet, and you have freedom. But if you wake up in 5 years from now and you're still selling, which is okay, but you wake up every single day trying to chase and find your next sale. Organization. So before we get started, you guys are on the business, just mute your phones and all that. So don't worry about that. Okay, this is critical right here. I'm sure all of you know who Mr. Warren Buffett is. JC, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I think I muted myself. Okay, Mr. Warren Buffett in the 90s, when the internet first got started in the 90s, he was asked at a technology summit. They asked him, Mr. Buffett, what are the most important factors in order to make money online and build wealth? Okay, and you know, he is the most successful investor in history. Okay, he said 3 things you need. You need, number 1, a big problem that needs to be solved for the masses of people, not a few, the masses. Number 2, you need a proven, incredible company that has the right products and services to solve those big problems for the mass of people. And number 3, you need to be able to deliver those products and services to people via the internet. And thus, people are able to make money online and build wealth. Now, do you know this company here called Amazon? What did Jeff Bezos do? He did exactly what Warren Buffett said. Solved the big problem for the masses of people. He provided the services. He did it online and built a giant company, right? One of the largest, most, valuable companies in the world. Uber did it. Airbnb did it. So I asked you guys this question. Would you agree with billionaire Warren Buffett? You got no choice, right? Because nobody here could disagree with him. He's the best. So what are we talking about here? What's the problem? We're talking about utility electric versus solar. What are the problems with electricity? Well, it creates environmental pollution, global warming, and an unhealthy planet. By being on the grid, you're always renting your energy. It's more expensive than solar. You get no government tax benefits, and your electricity is always more costly over time. Here's a graph showing the last several decades. Electricity keeps going up and up and up. You've probably seen this before. Since 2003, prices for electricity have pretty much doubled. A little article here. How does electricity affect the environment? Well, look down at the bottom in the yellow. The cultivation of electricity for human use offers numerous conveniences, but it can also harm the environment and increase health risks to people. How about this? I know you guys seen this because Bobby Smith sent me this. Okay, he says climate scientists, they've issued a red alert. What does that mean? That climate change is now an existential health problem. I didn't believe it. I thought it was a bunch of, BS, right? I didn't want to say bullshit, but I thought it was a bunch of BS. And guess what? It's true. This is real. Like, this is really happening. And sometimes you get 2 sides of the story. But when I started digging deep over the last few months, I was blown away that this is the real deal. So let me ask you a question. Wouldn't you agree that the rising cost of electricity, damage to our health and environment, is a big problem for the masses of people? Absolutely. So what did we just cover? Number 1 of what Mr. Buffett, the greatest investor in history, says, you got to have to build a very successful company online. Let's see if we got a proven company that has the right services. So let's talk about the solution, solar energy. You guys know how it works, right? We don't got to go through that. With solar, you save money, you eliminate your electric bill. Average total savings over time is about $26,000. You get powerful tax benefits. You own your energy versus renting. Your monthly solar bill stays the same. It does not go up due to increasing electricity costs. Increases your home value by an average of 17%. That's not according to us. It's according to the National Renewable Energy Laboratory. If you sell your home, people say that, right? Well, it'll sell much faster. You may even earn money by selling your excess energy back to the electric company. That's pretty amazing. And guess what? You help save the planet. So let's break it down. This is about saving money, saving our planet. Solar is about saving. You save money, the client, right? And together we save the planet. So look at the bottom. Would you like to save money in your electric bills and help save the planet? If you ask 10 homeowners that question, I think 10 out of 10 are going to say yes, right? Unless, you know, somebody's got some type of mental issue, right? I mean, they got to say yes. They got to say, yeah, of course, I want to save money on my electric bills. And why not then save the planet? So look what the options are. The options are very clear. Stick with the problem. Stick with your current electric utility. You're going to have unpredictable rising electricity rates. You're renting your energy forever. No value add to your home, no tax benefits, and you contribute to an unhealthy planet. Or go solar. Zero out-of-pocket costs, save money and eliminate your bill. Energy costs the same, stay the same, add value to your home, and you own your energy. So I ask people this question, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, based on these facts, which option benefits you the most? Continuing to rent your electricity or owning your energy and saving money? And one thing I want to teach you guys is this. You want to be a sales professional? When you ask a question, shut your mouth. Don't say another word. Silence is powerful. When you ask a question, you shut your mouth, and guess what? They're going to answer you, and they're going to say, yeah, of course, Ed, makes sense. I'd rather own my energy. So we just kind of figured out that solar's much better than electricity, right? You guys know that. You guys are already in the business. But why POWUR Solar? There's a lot of solar companies. Why POWUR Solar? Well, I'm going to show you here the evidence beyond the shadow of a doubt why nobody can touch us. Look, we were recognized by Inc. 5000, one of the fastest growing companies in the US, accredited by the BBB as a top A+ solar company, and we've got a 5-star client rating on Yelp. You guys know this. Quote, POWUR provides clean, reliable energy at significantly lower costs. That's not POWUR saying it, that's EIN Presswire saying it. It's a big deal. Offers the best solar equipment, along with a 30-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. We've got the largest solar sales force with over 5,000 consultants. We're on track to do over $200 million in revenue in 2021. If you didn't know it, last year, the company did just over 100 million in revenue. Now, I want you to remember that number. Remember that number, because I'm gonna go back to that, and I'm gonna ask you, hey, how much revenue did we do last year? And there's a reason for it. This year, we're on track to do 206 million. So let's wrap up on why POWUR. Because we're fully licensed with thousands of successful installations and happy 5-star customers. Here's the big one. Here's the big one. POWUR is the only 100% virtual solar company in the cloud on the planet. Nobody has what we've got, which allows us to have the lowest what? Operational costs. For that reason, we give our customers the best value. In addition to that, the company can pay out so much damn money because their cost of doing business is so low. That's why Uber's winning, Airbnb, Amazon, right? Same thing. They're in the, they're virtual companies. Zero out-of-pocket costs with the most competitive finance programs in the US. POWUR pays the homeowner a guaranteed $1,000 referral fee for every homeowner they refer that goes solar with the ambassador program, right? I mean, no company does that. And that's something, JC, that I know we're going to talk about. Folks, we want to leverage that. You understand, in Primerica, when I wanted to get referrals, I would offer them like a $25 Red Lobster gift certificate. And I would get 10 referrals. With a $25 Red Lobster gift certificate, they give me 10 qualified referrals. I'm working with 1,000 now. I got $1,000 to give this person every time someone switches to solar. We should be getting 20, 30 homeowner referrals if we do it right. So based on these facts, would you agree that POWUR is a proven and credible company that has the right products to solve this big problem for the masses? What would you say? Of course. We've got the company, we've got the right services to solve this problem. Let's see if we got the last one covered here. We start to wrap up. Be able to deliver that online, right? So people can build wealth. Well, technology is changing business, the old school way of business and the new way. What's the old school? Walmart. Now it's Amazon. Taxis, Ubers, Marriott, Airbnb, and before it was Sunrun and all the others. Now it's POWUR. I mean, look to the right. We're right in line with what they've already done. Okay. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Look what has already happened with Amazon. This is unbelievable. Amazon, what are they? They're a virtual products company. That's what they are. Look to the top. They are responsible now for closing over 3,500 stores. Stores, you know, Macy's closing 36 stores, Walmart 269 stores. I mean, so look what's happening. As a virtual products company, Amazon has disrupted and forced to close thousands of traditional brick and mortar products companies. So now what is POWUR doing? These are our competitors, right? They're traditional. They're just like Kmart. They're just like Walmart. They're just like Macy's. But guess what? Because we've got, well, look to the right there in yellow, the most important ones, because we've got fixed customer acquisition costs, because we've got low fixed operational costs, and because we're a 100% virtual company, these guys can't compete on the left. You see, as a virtual solar company, POWUR is now #1 in the industry. We are disrupting the traditional brick and mortar solar companies. I feel sorry for them. I just feel sorry for them. They're going to be extinct like dinosaurs. Now, look, because this is all virtual, you can help people right from your cell phone, work and make money right from your home. Okay. So what did we just cover? We covered the third one. So let's talk now about making money. Let's talk now about building wealth, because we got everything in position. Okay. Now, how you make money. As a new trainee, I put trainee, it's mentee. Okay. Same thing. You simply ask every homeowner, this is what you got to teach a person, right? Just something, look, just get me a digital copy of your electric bill, your neighbor's bill, your brother's, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle. Get me a copy of their bills. Give me 5 or 10 bills. And just say, look, I'm going through a solar, help me out with my solar certification. Send me a copy of your electric bill. No commitment. You get that? Guess what? The new trainee, mentee, whatever you want to call them, sends the digital copy to your mentor to do a no commitment free solar analysis proposal. Your mentor, you got to explain this to, is critical, that they don't have to be explaining solar. They don't got to do the work. That's the job of the mentor. Your mentor will present the solar proposal to the homeowner. And when they switch, you, the trainee, gets paid an average of $3,500 per split sale. Man, listen, JC, I would have been happy with $350 on a split sale. It just blows my mind. I told JC asked me a few weeks ago, he goes, Ed, any issues at all that I can help you with? I go, yeah, dude. You know what my issue is? My concern, I only got one concern, that I don't wake up one day and it was all a dream. That power doesn't exist. Because folks, this to me is like, I have no words to explain how powerful this is with what we got in our hands. Now, once you're trained and a certified mentor, you earn the full $7,000 commission. You guys know that it's actually $7,200, right? We teach you a proven referral system, so you can always have more warm homeowner and sales to get to than you can possibly get to. We're going to be working together to make that happen. As you know, POWUR pays the highest commissions of any solar company on the planet. So basically, what does a new person do? You earn while you learn. And here's what I ask people. If I'm working with JC, can you introduce, watch, and get paid? Yeah. That's all, JC, that's all I want you to do. Introduce me to every homeowner you know, watch what I do, and you get paid. So let's break it down here. Trainee. And by the way, on the bottom there, that's just income disclaimer. I'm very big on compliance, right? So listen, tell people there's no guarantees on the money you can make here. You know, people think that scares people. Oh, I don't want to say that. Yes, an honest business, right? You tell people, no, if you work hard, you make a ton of money. You don't do crap here, you don't make no money. It's simple, right? This ain't a JOB, Journey of the Broke. This is about you get paid what you're worth at POWUR. So part-time training, you help one average client split sell, you make $3,500. I ask people, earning that much money per hour, how many families would you refer? Think about that. That's just unbelievable. The only people I knew that made that kind of money were drug dealers and drug lords in New York. Only people that made that kind of money. $3,500 an hour? You got to be kidding me. Look to the right, example commission. There's a trainee consultant, $3,556. Now let's go to mentor. Mentor helps a family out, makes the full commission, $7 grand. How would you feel if you were earning an extra $7,000 a month on a part-time basis? Folks, for someone at Primerica to make $7,000 or any other company, I mean, you've got to work your butt off and you got to have a big team to make that kind of money. Mentor on the right, 8,500, it's a little higher than normal. Okay. Now, every big successful business recruits, trains people. Would you guys agree with this? Of course, right? Every big successful company, Apple, Amazon, Walmart, whatever, they all recruit and train people. So let's show you real quick the real estate business model. Mr. Brunasso knows this because I've seen him on video. He's from the real estate business. Is that right, JC? Brunasso was in the real estate business? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
EXP Realty.
Realty. Okay, that's right. Great. So guess what? Look, in the real estate business, you've got a broker. What do? They recruit and train agents. Then you've got an agent. Agent sells a $100,000 house. Average 6% broker fee. Half goes to the agent, half goes to the broker. See, the broker gets an override commission on all the agent sales. So what does a broker figure out? Man, I got to recruit and train agents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that month each agent sells a house, that broker makes $15,000 in broker override commission. I'm going to ask all of you, who would you rather be? The agent or the broker? I don't have to hear you. I know what you said. You said, I'd rather be the broker. Why would you rather be the broker? Well, man, because I don't just get paid money on my sales. I get paid money on the sales of other agents, other people. I'll ask you a last question. Is this illegal? Is it illegal to pay people an override commission off the sales of others? No. Okay, so then some of you should not be ashamed to be recruiting people for power. Okay, so the real estate model, it's got a problem. What's the problem in real estate? I'm gonna show you right now. The agents are not stupid. After a while, they see the money they're losing to the broker. They got to give the broker half the money. So what does an agent do? They go, you know what? I'm going to go become a broker myself. I'm going to open up my own office. And guess what happens now? They become a broker. And guess what? Once an agent leaves to become their own broker, the original broker no longer makes money off their sales. This is even worse. The former agent also becomes the broker's competition. Licensing is required, just like financial services is required in real estate. And you got a high franchise investment, okay? Mr. Brunasso knows this. Remax, 230,000, Century 21. They're all franchise investments that you got to put up to make money. So check this out. We have a solution. It's called the POWUR business model. Folks, pay attention to this. This is life-changing right here. Look, you're a mentor. You got a consultant on your team. What's your objective? To teach, develop, train, motivate that consultant to become what? A mentor. When your consultant becomes a mentor, guess what happens? You train and develop a mentor, you receive a continual income stream of all the sales they produce. They don't become your competition like in real estate. They don't leave you like in real estate. They stay in your organization. You can develop an unlimited number of mentors, thus make unlimited income, no licensing, zero franchise investment. Folks, now that you know the difference, which is the better business model, real estate or power? Power. Beyond the shadow of a doubt. Okay. Now look, if you don't know who this guy is, very famous. Look him up in Google. John Paul Getty was one of the wealthiest people in America in his time. He was like an Elon Musk, a Jeff Bezos of that time. Here's what he said. I would rather get paid 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. Please put that somewhere on your refrigerator, on your mirror, put it on your forehead. You got to get that to sink in. You want to get paid 1% of the efforts of 100 people and 100% of your own efforts because that gives you freedom. I joined Primerica to have freedom, and I built freedom. So look, at POWUR, this is unbelievable. You have the legal right, an option. It's an option. You don't have to. We don't require you here to build a team. But my goodness, you got the legal right. I read the policies and procedures. I read everything. We have the right here to recruit as many mentors as we want and get paid on all their sales. That's unbelievable. That's crazy. That's unreal that we have the right. It's in writing. I read it. It's in black and white. I told my attorney, I said, look, read this because I don't want to get there and then they don't let me recruit people because I'm not interested. I don't want to sell solar. Oh my God, Ed, how could you say that? No, I want to override tens of thousands of people worldwide selling solar and electric vehicles and whatever else we come up with. So let's say here you're a mentor. You might want to be full-time, maybe not. But you help 2 clients a month, you make $14,000. You got a little team, check this out, a little team of 6 direct mentors. They do what you do. They copy you. They help 2 clients a month. That's an extra $7,200 in overrides. That's $21,000 a month. That's a $250,000 a year. Folks, look, unlike other marketing companies where you need hundreds or thousands of people to earn a $250,000 a year, at POWUR, you have the potential to earn a strong 6-figure income with just 6 productive mentors. That's unbelievable. Okay. So what's the future look like? Over 90 million homes in the US right now qualify for solar. You guys know this, less than 3% have solar. That means we've got 87 million opportunities. JC, I did a presentation for a guy, a good friend of mine, business, been in business a long time. He says, yeah, but at some point, I mean, we're going to run out of homes. I go, yeah, brother, after you've been dead for like 500 years. You understand what?
Right.
About 87,000 homes, 87 million homes. And every year, right, tens of thousands of homes are being built. So we're not going to run out of market. In 2020, a new solar project was installed every 75 seconds. The government, I think in California, right, they're going to be requiring by law that all new homes have solar. And that's going to go nationwide. POWUR will also be marketing EVs, charging stations. You guys know that? Hey, look, write this down. For everybody on this call, every time you see a home, you just see a home, I want you to say this in your head. Cha-ching! Why would I say that, Ed? Because you could be earning $3,500 to $7,000 for each homeowner that you or your team help switch to solar, or what? Losing that cash to somebody else, because somebody's going to switch them. Why
That's
not?
right.
What? You know what Jonathan's thinking in his brain? Jonathan's going, that's right. If they're going to switch to solar, we don't want Sunrun to do it. We don't want Vivint or Tesla. We want somebody in our organization to switch into solar. But if you don't, somebody else is going to make that money. And look, wrapping up, this is the Biden energy plan. Biden's got a lot of problems right now, but I'm not going to get political. The point is, my man Biden, I like him right now, JC. He's promoting the climate crusade. I call it, this is what I call it, Jonathan, the climate change crusade to save the planet. That's what we got. This is bigger than us, folks. This is bigger than us. This is much bigger than us. You need to understand that. This is not about making a couple $1,000s. That's what a lot of you are seeing. You're missing it. And I'm not putting you down because, listen, when I joined Primerica, I thought it was about writing a life insurance sale. I didn't know there was a bigger purpose, folks. We got a gigantic purpose. And you guys know this. Today we're in solar and storage. Tomorrow we're in EVs and everything else. So look, what's the investment for a power business? What do I get from, what's the investment? First of all, we've got the #1 solar certification course in the US. No, none is better. It's the best that there is. We get our people certified and trained. We teach them how to do a presentation, how to do a solar proposal. We teach them how to close a sale, how to get referrals. Now, what's the value of this certification course? What's the value of you being able to recruit as many people as you want and get paid on their efforts? What's the value of that? What's the value of your ability to build an organization, have freedom? What's the value of that? I say it's $999, at least $1,000. But right now it's only $99. Man, part of me, Jonathan and JC, wishes they would raise the price so people take this more serious. Because here's what happens to some of you right now, all you risk was $99 and you treat your business that way. You cannot treat this like a $99 investment. You've got to treat it like you invested $999,000. We got the best support system. I researched others. We got the best back office, training system there is. Only $49 a month. JC, I had a lady that said to me, oh, wait a minute, I gotta pay that $49 every month. I'm like, well, you know what? I don't even want your $99. Let me just ask you one question. Are you planning to do one sale this year? Of course. Well, my goodness, if you do one split sale, take the 3,500, take the 500, you paid your damn year, pay it in advance. It's paid for. You got 3,000 in your pocket. Now, if you're not coming to make any money, do not get started. See, one thing a little bit different than me, the way I recruit folks, the way I learn is, hear this out. We're just about done, a couple minutes. People got to qualify to work with us.
Yep.
You know, you don't join POWUR. You need to qualify to work with POWUR. So I actually reject people. I started last week, just starting to doing some recruiting presentations. I presented to 12 people, right? All 12 are coming on board, but one out of the 12, you know, they got a little funny, and I said, listen, this may not be for you. It's just, I don't think this is for you. You got to take the cookie away, folks. We got the gold. You understand that? We're the ones that got the gold. They don't. So everybody that sees a presentation with us, they need to pass a phone or video interview with me. I'm not saying you guys got to change that. That's just my style of doing it. I want people that are honest. I want people that are self-motivated, because I cannot push a rope. If somebody's not motivated, hey, listen, you know, we're going to provide you all the tools, all the training, everything, but you got to be self-motivated. Got to be coachable. I don't work with uncoachable people. Got to have some decent people skills, right? Because you got to treat people right, and you got to have a good attitude. Then they submit their online application. I don't even accept it. I don't need the 148. For what? I tell people, look, keep your 148 under your pillow or in your bank if you're not going to do this serious. If you're not going to do it serious, there's no need to get started. So look, I think this is my last slide, or next to the last slide. This is so powerful. Look, from 2014 to 2010, folks, pay attention to this, and you're not going to sleep tonight. You will not sleep. From 2014 to 2020, POWUR, the pioneers, were building infrastructure for 6 years. That's called, look to the top, corporate stages of growth. This is all companies go through stages of growth. The first stage is what? Formulation, pioneering. I call it building infrastructure, building the platform, investing millions of dollars, making sure it works right, commission software, all that stuff. That takes time and money. That was done already. Now, who remembers how much revenue we did last year? Who remembers?
100 million.
100 million, exactly. So guess, look at the graph, look to the left, 100 million to 200 million. Guess where POWUR is? We're right here in 2021. We're right between 100 and 200 million. Now look at this arrow going up. What does it say here? Momentum. Folks, we are now going into momentum. Right now, as we're talking in October 2021, we are going into momentum. And by the time we hit $500 million in sales, we'll start stabilizing. So folks, I got to tell you this. You are finally in the right place at the right time. Are you going to take advantage of it or let it pass you by? Folks, you understand the power of this, that you are getting in. You're here right now when we are now going into momentum. Don't miss this one, folks, please. Because you don't want to look 10, 20 years from now, look in the mirror and regret. That's the worst feeling in the world when you say, you know what, man, I was in POWUR. I saw Jonathan and JC Rangel, all these great leaders, they became stone wealthy. And all I did was sell a couple of solar deals. So let's summarize. Is there a big problem for the masses? Yes. Is POWUR a proven company with the best products and services to solve this problem? Yes. Can you make real money online and from home? Yes. Can I make great money without recruiting? Yes, you can, but you're not going to make life-changing freedom type money. And I got no solar, no sales, no business experience. Can I still make money at POWUR? Of course. And can I work part-time, go full-time when I'm ready? Yes. So what are you most interested in? This is how I close everybody. I just said, look, you want to get a free solar analysis? You want to make some part-time money, or you want to start your own business? Great. Your next steps are pass an interview with me. Then you send me your application, schedule a time you get your free solar analysis, and let's get you trained, certified, and start earning great money while you learn. So the last question I say is, look, JC, how fast you want to start making money, earning money? Right away. Great. Let's schedule your interview right now. Message me. Boom. And folks, look, I want to leave you with this quote. Mr. Bill Gates said, if you are born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it is your mistake. Folks, we have something in our hands that has never been created in mankind. I'm just, Ed, man, you're just exaggerating this. No, 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 no. I want you to show me where another direct sales company pays $7,000 a sale. That doesn't exist. I'm telling you. Primerica was the highest paying person. There's none. Everything else is skincare, cosmetics, vitamins, protein shakes. You make a couple dollars on a sale. Maybe if you sell a nutritional package, you might make $100. Folks, not 7,000. Are you out of your mind? I hope, listen, I hope I never wake up, JC, and this was all a dream. That's all I hope. Because this is mind-blowing to me. So, folks, look, I truly believe you guys are working with two of the greatest leaders I've ever seen. I haven't met Jonathan in person. I'm sure I will, but I've watched you, Jonathan, on so many videos. And you got an amazing heart, my friend. I study. Remember, I used to be a detective, so I read body language. When somebody talks, I know what they're thinking. When somebody talks, I know what they're thinking because what comes out of your mouth comes from your brain. And I hear how caring, how much they love this team. Jonathan and JC, these guys are not good. They're not good leaders. They're amazing leaders, folks. You guys, you have no idea. You're so blessed to have amazing leaders. That's why I chose to be part of this team. Let me say it again. I chose to be part of this team because as I opened up, I told you, one of my best friends, he's one of my top 5 best friends in my life, okay? He knows Jonathan Budd for about 12, 13 years. He's consulted for Jonathan Budd. And guess what? I could have said to him, I could have said, listen, Kent, do me a favor. Put me direct to the company or put me direct to so-and-so person. They would have positioned me wherever the heck I want. Which he did ask me. He goes, Ed, where do you want to put them to position you? I said, put me with JC and Jonathan. I like that team. There's something about their energy. There's something about their integrity. There's something about their work ethic and their leadership. So, folks, I'm so excited to be working part of this team. I just can't stand it. I'm telling you, it's amazing. We're going to do some amazing things. All I'm here to do is to contribute. So if you guys want to learn how to recruit, we're going to teach you how to recruit. You guys want to learn how to build an organization, have freedom. We're going to start working together, JC and Jonathan, myself, and we're going to blow the lid off of this thing. JC, thanks so much, brother. I really feel blessed to be able to share with your team.
Wow. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay. All right. Let's see. Do you guys hear an echo or no? Or are we good? Give me a thumbs up if we're good. No echo? Wow. Listen, I knew, Ed, that when we did this here, that we were going to get the response that we got. That's why I told you guys. That's why I said, you guys got to be on here. The chat is going crazy. The chat's been going crazy since we started. A minute into this, the chat's been going crazy. So first of all, Ed, thank you for taking the time to come on here to show us what it is that the leadership that we're attracting. You see, POWUR to be able to attract, and our team to be able to attract somebody of the caliber of Mr. Ed Ayala. Listen, as he mentioned, and a lot of you guys already know, Primerica is an amazing company. To get to the point that Ed got, to retire back in 2008, sold his business and retired, moved to the Dominican Republic, and he's been living the good life. And he did a couple things and stuff, but he was mainly retired. To come back, and he's actually moving to Florida to launch his business, but he's already starting while he's out there. This guy is not coming here to take part. He's coming here to take over. So when we started talking and we started getting to know each other about our background, and we know a lot of the same people, we've worked with a lot of the same people in the industry, we decided, and I'm very blessed that he decided to have me as a sponsor. And I said, look, the vision, he tells me the vision is that our team, JC, within the next year or two, does more production than the rest of the entire company combined. And I said, that's exactly right. That is the vision that we've got. How are we going to do that? See, most people and most companies, what they do is that they use the people to build a strong company. Well, we're going to use a company and the system to build strong people. And those strong, so imagine learning how to present like Ed does. Imagine learning to have the posture the way Ed does. And let me tell you something. If you guys thought that this was fire, wait until you hear Ed train. train on the human psychology, train on how to close a sale, train on how to present, et cetera, train on leadership. That's what we're bringing. We are bringing the best of the best, and then the best of the best are only going to attract the best of the best. So we've got people that if you see yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, if you see yourself as a 2, 3, or 4, guess what? We're going to get you to an 8, 9, right? Because of the leadership that we are acquiring. So Mr. Ed Ayala and I, we're going to start doing these presentations every single week, because we have the corporate ones Monday, which is great. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this type of energy, and we're going to go out there and massively recruit. So here's what I recommend. Tomorrow, right, Ed? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, did we agree 6 or 7 p.m.? What time did we agree?
6 p.m. California time.
Yep. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, California time, tomorrow. This very presentation, listen, a couple more minutes, bear with me. This is very important. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be doing this presentation for your guests. Who do you know? Get them on here. Who do you know? Get them on here. Hey, V. Hey, Varia. What are you doing on Tuesday at 6 p.m. that's more important than you learning how to make $10,000 a month from home? Well, nothing. Bro, you got to join me for this. Thank me later. Matter of fact, you're going to owe me lunch after this one, bro. Point is, get them to watch this information. If you put somebody on this presentation tomorrow, okay, that has some common sense and has a heartbeat, if they could fog a mirror and they're open, they're going to sign up with this presentation. So tomorrow we're going to go ahead and run it. So who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? What I recommend is you make a list, same ID number, this same link. You guys know it, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's easy to remember, okay? You want to get on here. Now, what we need is, as a company, collectively to push, right? To get as many people on this event as possible. Now, one of the advice that I would take, Ed, let me ask you this. You know that we've got the Mentor Factory coming on. How important are these events? And you've built huge organizations. You've not only have you had tremendous success, but you have created success source, because I believe success is not success without success source. How important would you say attending a weekend event like the Mentor Factory is to somebody's success?
Yeah, I'll tell you this, and I'll give you a quick metaphor. You know, if all of us together, we got over 50 people on here, right? If all of us were in a field and we had to cross a field, and you found out that there were landmines, right? Landmines in that field. We have to cross it. Well, if you could see the mines, it's very easy to walk across that field. But what if that morning we were about to cross, there's 1 feet of snow over that minefield, but we got to cross it. We have no choice. And guess what? JC or Jonathan or myself, we say, you know what? We're the leaders. We're going to cross that field. What benefit do every one of you have? You see our footprints in the snow. We didn't get blown up on the other side. So one of the things I teach people, JC, is if you want to be successful, following the exact footprints of people. See, if JC was not successful making a ton of money, or Jonathan, I would don't go. You guys are crazy. Don't go. They're not making money. They're not leaders. But that's not the case. So it's 149 to go, whatever it is, right? Guess what? It will cost you. It will cost you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, to not go. Because in life, one thing that we all have a finite amount is time. And what you don't want to do here is waste time and power. You want to get this thing moving as quickly as possible. So by being at an event like that, guess what? You get all the behind the curtains techniques and strategies that help you go much quicker, that you don't have time on a Zoom call. So I'm telling you, I talked to JC, that's going to be an amazing event. And again, it's not about the hotel and the airfare, wherever you're coming from, what that's going to cost you. See, that's an investment. What you're going to make on that weekend, that's an investment. But if you don't go, it's going to be a huge financial loss. You got to make that decision.
Yep. Thank you for that, bro. And listen, guys, we're putting on this event because these events are what's needed. Even before Mr. Ayala came on board here today, a couple of weeks ago, we were already talking about the Mentor Factory. Here's one thing that is very true. When you put your mind to it, everything is created twice. When you put your mind to it and you have a design for what you want, here's a design that we had before he even came on board. To attract the top leadership, to build the right system, the right culture and training to duplicate mentors, not only mentors, but the highest effective mentors. Now, don't get me wrong. Mentor Factory doesn't mean that it's only for people that want to be mentors. Even if you don't want to be a mentor, but you want to build a team and you want to be a high paid solar professional without having to be a mentor, because some of you don't want to be mentors. This is not only for people that want to be mentors, but how would you like to close sales like the top mentors in the company? How would you like to learn how to build a massive organization that'll build a massive passive override income? As Ed Ayala mentioned, I'm here for the overrides and the overrides. I'm here for the overrides and the overrides as well. And one of the things that he, that I'm sure he's going to add to it is also the stock options. Because guess what? We're going to have people that are going to get wealthy from those stock options. There's people on this Zoom already. That Mentor Factory, as he mentioned, is an investment. Remember, today and tomorrow is a discounted price. It will go up 2 days from now, no matter who you are and no matter the excuse. $199 is going to be the singles ticket, and $349 is going to be the couples ticket. Here's what I want. I want a push, not only from yourself, but from people on your team. You could go to solarmentorfactory.com, which is on the chat. And you also, so you have both of those links right there. I recommend that you guys get to that event. It's going to be an amazing event. 2 days from the top people in the entire company. Right now, Mr. Ayala has some stuff that he already pre-had, for that weekend, but he's trying to see if he can make it. Let me tell you something. If he is able to make it, which is an if, right? Because again, he already had things already, before he even joined POWUR. If he's able to make it, guess what? He's going to be doing a training segment at that Mentor Factory. Now, we don't know yet. He still needs to figure that out. But one thing I will tell you is this. I believe that this event is going to be sold out. We have 100 tickets and they're going to be gone, because always people at the last minute start to buy up the tickets. And I've got a lot of people that are coming on board, and Ed has a lot of people that are coming on board. So I recommend that you guys do not miss that event for anything. So with that being said, Mr. Ayala, thank you so much, brother. And remember, team, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are doing this very presentation. It's not going to be in a training format. It's going to be a live presentation. Not only do you want to make sure that you get on that training, but you also want to make sure that you get as many people from your team and as many guests on tomorrow's training as humanly possible. So that being said,
JC,
yes.
Real quick, I just want to say this. With 50 of us on this Zoom right now, everybody gets 10 guests. We will blow the doors off tomorrow. We should have 500 guests tomorrow at 6 p.m. California time. There's no excuse you can't have 500 people. But Ed, are you kidding me? How can I get 10 people? Let me ask you a question. If POWUR was going to guarantee you $100,000 in cash tomorrow for having 10 guests, could you get 10 guests? Of course you could. So it's not that you can't. It's that maybe you don't want to go through the time and energy to make those phone calls. Folks, make those phone calls. Now that you're excited, start calling now. Tell them, listen, I saw something that's unbelievable tomorrow at 6 o'clock, California. They don't even know what the hell you're talking about, but they know you're excited. Invite 20 people, you'll get 10 to show up. Don't invite 10 expecting 10 to show up. You got to get at least 20 commitments. And listen, let me tell you something. You get 10 guests tomorrow, I'm going to be excited. I wasn't that excited today, right? I slept like 2 hours last night, JC, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm a little bit, tomorrow I'm going to be well rested, very excited. And you put 10 people on that call tomorrow, I promise you, you're going to have 10 new consultants on your team. That's going to mean solar sales. That's going to mean overrides. Folks, your life could change in one Zoom call. God bless all of you. Thank you so much. JC, you're amazing.
One last thing. Yes, to your point, $100 gift card. Anybody that has 10 guests tomorrow, I don't care if they sign up or not. That's how confident I am. I'm going to give you a $100 gift card to your favorite restaurant.
Love it.
You get 10, you work your butt off and you get 10 people. While we're on there, you let me know. So-and-so, I want you guys to message me on the chat directly. Ed is my guest. JC is my guest. Jonathan Brunasso is my guest. How many of you guys would like to have people like that on your team? Right? You never know. You're one of those 10 people could be an Ed Ayala. a Jonathan Brunasso, a Luis Perez, a JC Rangel. Any one of you guys, 10 guests on that meeting tomorrow, I'm paying you a $100 gift card to your favorite restaurant. So guess what? Let's start making the phone calls. Let's be on purpose, right? Let's make that list of people. Let's contact those people. If you need help with that and some advice, reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you. But let's blow the doors off the hinges for tomorrow at 6 p.m., guys.
Yep. Hey, guys, work today, the next 24 hours, like your life depends on it, because your life does depend on it. You have no idea. Tomorrow you get 10, 20 guests and somebody, one of those guests sees this presentation. Because I know a lot of you, right? I'm sure, JC, they're going, man, wow. Meanwhile, you've seen this before, but it was formatted a little bit differently. And you got an opportunity to really do some life-changing things in your life tomorrow night. Okay, so act like your life depends on it, because it does, because you never know who's going to come on board tomorrow, or they lead you to somebody. Sometimes people think, yeah, but I don't know. I know a bunch of duds. Sometimes somebody can lead you to a JC or a Jonathan. Okay, so I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow night with 10 guests. Thanks, JC.
All right, guys, let's have a great day. Let's crush it. Thank you, Mr. Ed Ayala, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.